Power to the people. Thank God it's Friday. When I was younger, Friday was kind of a big deal because, say, the work week was over and I had cash in my wallet and I could go out and party night, and I might have a bag of weed, or sometimes I get off work and I go down to a bar on the mall and get toasted, catch a light rail, stop off at the liquor store and get a bottle of Corbel brandy, have a Crazy Horse quart of beer as a chaser. They outlawed that Crazy Horse beer. And so my friends would come by, and my dear evil friends, and we would kick back, hear music, and bullshit about nonsense, and just go through life. And nowadays, Friday's no big deal to me. I know other people, especially if they're working, wage slaving all week, it's more of a big deal. But when it becomes just like an excuse to go out and get drunk and party, it gets foolish. So now I look at it as kind of just another day in Wonderland. I'll call this video checking in with the date. So I haven't gotten my income verification from the SEPS payee program. I'm doing what I can to get them out of my life because they're useless. They don't even have email, and I got to spend $40 to reactivate my cell phone, and I only make about 2 or 3 calls a month. So I'm not a telephone type guy where I always got to have like a Bluetooth or a cell phone on my hip, and I like to communicate either one-on-one or phone sometimes, but I'm not really a phone person. I don't have phone addiction. I have other addiction, and I don't got a phone addiction. And it bugged me when people call me up, say, when my cell phone was on, and they go, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing?" Or you say, "Are you busy?" And like, well, I was doing something until you called and interrupted me. So many people, they just like, to them the cell phone is like a status symbol, especially if you got a cool one. another ego-based device. So I might only make a few phone calls a month, and I know I can handle most of my phone calls through Skype, SKYPE. So I suggest that if you can, that you get one. And then I put a few bucks on my Skype account, especially for people who don't have the brains to get a Skype. Because if I call them, it's if they have a Skype, it's free. But if they don't, then I get a little bit taken out of my Skype account. So people got to learn more about the coordination of communication. Many times people are not really communicating. It should be like a two-way street. It's more like they like to hear themselves talk. They like to hear themselves babble. And then if you really listen to people, lots of times they're just so idiotic. You're like, nothing about philosophy, nothing about relevant politics, nothing about what's going on in their heart. They just babble. People can get on my nerves. I don't know about you. Maybe you love people around you all the time. I don't. They get on my last fucking nerve. Oh, but I'm not getting on your nerve. As I say, I'm just expressing myself here, doing an experiment. I know that with this tablet, the screen is smaller, narrow, so I'm going to do this and then post it, then download it, and then with another program, media program, Windows Media, see if I can expand it, play with it more. And so, the thing is, with the tablet right now, I got to, on this account, I have to do my Google. I'm limited to 15 minutes or less. On another Google account that I have, I can go longer because I got that more established. And it gets confusing, but I manage. So on this one, I'm going to do 2 little videos and then go to my Windows Media and then combine them and then post them up, so it might be like around a half hour. So, because I have to verify my YouTube account through this YouTube account. So in a way I have 2 YouTube accounts, I got 2 Google accounts, I got 2 Twitter accounts, so I'm not sure if that's an example of OCD or not. Anyway, I'm just sharing this so in case you got to deal with these kinds of this technical crap, and I have to verify my one Google account, my one YouTube account, so I can do longer and 15 minutes on it. So, hope this makes some sense to you. If not, it makes sense to me. So there. Let me do the next one, then we'll try to combine them. Just a monkeying around. Guess I'm a part orangutan. Catch you later. Okay, this is part 2. I used to get so OCD when I did videos. Now it's more like, hell, just throw it out there, whatever. Main thing is to express myself, and I hope that as I do so that you will have the courage to express yourself. What's on your mind? What are you thinking? What's in your heart? What do you feel? To me, a key concept is concentration on the coordination of information. I have tendencies, one being attention deficit tendency, another being attention deficit hyperactive tendency. This means I sometimes get scattered. I can be doing one thing and then start doing something else, and in the process I got something thinking, what the hell was I going to do? Have you ever talked to somebody and then, you just blank out? They call it a brain fart. So, I believe concentration on the coordination of communication is key for us to have better communication skills and for us to be better communicators. And another word I like is pedagogy. P-E-D-A-G-O-G-Y. I guess the pedagogy of the oppressed. It's the art of teaching. Art of teaching. So we need to be aware of these things. I'm thinking a lot in terms of stuff we do online. And we putting the cigarette in my mouth backwards. If you think about it, a lot of people are poor communicators. When they're talking, they're not really listening. They just can't wait for the other person to finish what they're saying so that they can come out with their stuff. Instead of having like a clear, empty mind and really listening to the person. Listen to the tone. Any anxiety. If you can hear the heartbeat and look at the person in the eye. So many people are afraid of eye contact. Try it when you're talking to somebody. When they talk to you, they're talking to you. Look them in the eye. Eyes are the windows of the soul. Eyes are the window of the soul. So, this helps in our communication. Many people, they carry around all this crap with them. instead of just sitting down with, say, someone that they're having an issue with, sitting down, being calm, and opening up. This is important. If people were to sit and talk to each other, HOW, honestly, openly, willingly, be honest, open, and willing, it'd be a better world. Now imagine if our dear President Obama were to sit down with Comrade Putin. Imagine them being in a room together alone. Nobody else, no bodyguards. That'd be heavy. Imagine if they went for a walk in the woods. A walk in the woods. And they had an honest communication. Because they're the spokesmen of two great countries. And it would help the world to be a better place. And I think Obama's afraid of Putin because a lot of reasons, but physically, Putin's a martial artist. He's an expert, beyond black belt, and Putin was in the KGB. He was a KGB chieftain. I guess he was a director. I imagine he's killed men. He's been in combat. Obama hasn't. He'll send your son to go kill. But you know in hell, he never will. Go himself. Like Comrade Comandante Fidel Castro. I give that man credit. He tried things a piece away. He got locked up for some time. And then he tried guerrilla warfare. And he had the balls, he had the courage to fight his way into power. Under the observation of the greatest U.S. military regime in the world, the USA. And there's been many assassination attempts on him that failed. So I can see why he held on to the presidency of Cuba. I can see why his brother Raul now is in charge. I believe they should have free, open, democratic elections. But then, I haven't gone through what they went through, the Cuban people and their leadership. So it's easy for us to sit on our ass in another time and say, oh, he's just a dictatorship and all this shit. But you know what? The Cuban people can read and write. How many Americans don't know how to read and write? The Cuban government, the Cuban people have one of the best medical systems in the world. They help other countries. We're here in the USA. I wasn't even stuck on comparing. There's no comparison. The USA medical system here is screwed up. It's all about corporate capitalism here. All about corporate capitalism. In America, money is God. Money. In Cuba, the people are primary, as it should be. So, they may not have ordinary democratic elections as we call it here in this screwed up country. But damn if the welfare of the people isn't better than many of us here in the USA. Don't go by lifestyles of the rich and famous. I've seen poverty in this country. I've been homeless. I've been in the streets. I've been in the bushes. And I worked at the Salvation Army for a few years, and I know how bad things are. I know how much people are hurting. 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 So we need to be aware of these matters. To be radical is to go through the roots of matters. The roots, R-O-T-S. I like to spell things out. Since my cerebral stroke last year, I've had to work on my diction so I can enunciate my words better. So forgive me. And I suppose I'll shave by Sunday church. So what time we got here? I like blab a lot. About 12 minutes. So, hope you're all having a good Friday. And just remember to concentrate on the coordination of communication. And be a good listener to people. Look people in the eye when you talk to them, when they talk to you, or you talk to them. And eye contact is key. Try it. People that don't look you in the eye, if they're telling you something, you can tell if they're lying or not a lot. So, I gotta wrestle these two videos, try to combine them, and then monkey around. It's part of the orangutan. Power to the people. Love yourself.